The power had just gone out again. Inside a cramped apartment in Lagos, three young software developers sat in prostration, their laptop running on borrowed time. The heat was unbearable, but there was no time to complain. Their fintech startup had a deadline, and the only way to meet it was to keep working through the night, whether there is generator or not. Fast forward a few years, and that small idea that we are struggling to build will become a billion-dollar company, transforming digital payment across Africa. The Nigeria tech industry didn't rise by luck. It was born out of necessity. In the early 2000s, if you ask anyone in Nigeria about tech, they didn't likely think of telecom companies. Mobile networks like MTN, Airtel, and Glo were dominating the scene, bringing mobile phones to millions. Before then, communication was luxury. Landline was expensive and the internet was almost non-existent. Then came the cyber cafe era. In almost every city, small internet cafes popped up, giving people a glimpse of the digital world. Students rushed in to create a Yahoo Mail account, download music, and even start blogging. It was slow, but it was something. But the real turning point came in the 2010 when smartphones became more affordable, mobile internet improved, and a new generation of tech-savvy Nigerians saw an opportunity. Around 2012 to 2014, Lagos became the center of innovation in Africa. There are a few key events that triggered these shifts. Number one is the rise of Co-Creation Hub in 2011. Nigeria's first major tech incubator, Co-Creation Hub, was launched in Yaba, Lagos. It became the breeding ground for startups, offering a space where young entrepreneurs could build and test their ideas. Companies like Budget, a transparency platform, and Hotel.ng, a hotel booking platform, were among the first success stories. Number two, Andela's launch in 2014. Andela's took a unique approach. Instead of waiting for big global companies to hire Nigerian talent, it trained African developers and connected them with top firms like Google and Facebook. This put Nigeria on the global tech map. Investors started paying attention. Number three, the fintech boom in 2015 till date. Paystack in 2015 and the Floataway in 2016 changed everything. These two startups made it easier for businesses in Africa to accept online payment. However, in 2020, Street acquired Paystack for over $200 million, one of the biggest tech deals in Africa. Floataway, now valued over $3 billion, is expanding rapidly across the continent and beyond. Now the question is, why Lagos became Africa's tech hub? Meanwhile, before the tech hub in Nigeria starts to spring up, some countries in Africa have already set up the pace. In Kenya, mobile money was changing life. M-Pesa, launched by Safaricom in 2007, allowed people to send and receive money via SMS. It was a game changer, enabling financial inclusion for millions who had never used a bank before. In South Africa, big tech firms were emerging, and in Egypt, digital banking and e-commerce were growing fast. But Nigeria was still waiting for its moment. While other African cities like Nairobi and Cape Town had tech ecosystem, Lagos had a unique mix of factors that made it the perfect place for a startup boom. Number one is a massive market. Nigeria has over 200 million people, with Lagos alone housing over 20 million. This huge population means that if a startup solves a problem in Lagos, it could potentially scale across the country and beyond. A young tech-driving population. Over 60% of Nigeria population are under 25. With more people gaining internet access, digital solutions quickly became part of everyday life. Number 3 is investors' attention. Global investors saw Nigeria tech booming potential. Companies like Y Combinator, Techstars, and Google for startup start funding Nigeria startup. Silicon Valley also took notice. Number 4 is Lagos neighbor say die spirit. Nigeria are known for their hustling mindsets. The challenges of poor electricity, internet struggles, and government regulation didn't stop young entrepreneurs. Instead, they adapted, innovated, and kept moving forward. Despite the rapid growth and success recorded in Nigeria tech industry, the tech startup, however, face serious roadblocks, which include power and internet issues. Running a startup in Lagos often means relying on generators because power outages are common. Internet access, while improving, is still expensive in many areas. Government policies and regulations. In 2021, the Nigeria government banned Twitter, a platform that many startups relied on for marketing and customer engagement. Policies around digital finance and data protection also remain unpredictable, making investors nervous. Funding struggles. Although more venture capital is coming into Nigeria, early-stage startups still find it hard to secure funding. Many rely on personal savings and grants to survive before getting investors. While fintech has dominated Nigeria's tech scene, other sectors are quickly catching up. Number 1 is digital banking, the rise of a new banks. Kuda Bank is leading the way as the only digital bank offering free banking services through its mobile app. Other startups like Braz for small and medium enterprises and the V-Bank are also innovating in this space. Number 2 is health tech, solving African medical challenges. 54Gene is working on groundbreaking medical research, focusing on genetic data from Africa to improve healthcare. Helium Health is digitalizing hospitals across Africa. Number 3 is mobility tech, changing how Africans move. Move is helping drivers buy cars through flexible financing models. Max.ng and GoCada pioneer bike hailing service before government regulations slow them down. Despite the challenges, Nigeria's tech industry is not slowing down. More global investors are coming in. In 2021 alone, Nigeria's startup raised over $1.5 billion, the highest in Africa. More local internet is emerging. With Andela's success, more Nigerians are learning to code, increasing the talent pool. Lagos is expanding beyond fintech, tech, health tech, and the logistics are seeing rapid growth. The Lagos tech boom is no longer just a local phenomenon, it is a global movement. Years ago, Nigeria tech entrepreneurs struggled to be taken serious. Today, they are building some of the most exciting startups in the world. And the best is that this is just the beginning. Thanks for watching. This is the end of the story. I believe you enjoyed this story. Stay tuned for more history and cultures of Africa. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss out on these interesting histories and cultures of Africa.